What's up everybody, this is Age and we're back with another Guild Wars 2 PvP video. Now this is honestly one video I really didn't think I have to do, but I've been noticing it way too much in my games, and it is people don't have the basics of rotations down, so I'm going to make a video about it. Now, why is it good to have good rotations? Not necessarily just rotations, but good rotations. Now, the idea of a good rotations is to allocate resources to points of contention properly, and in the case of Guild Wars 2, you want to allocate those points so that you don't lose anything, but you also protect or gain something from it. So for example, this is a bad rotation. If you have 4 people at home fighting one person, and you had home and mid, you're going to lose mid most likely because you allocated way too many resources just to fight one person. I don't care if it's a Mesmer, Guardian, what have you, but there's way too many people to allocate to one person, and you're going to lose mid because of it, because it's just either one person contesting it or that person's going far, what have you, I don't know. But that's an example of a bad rotation. A good rotation is to ideally have 2 people fight that one person. Ideally 2 should be enough, and then you should have those 2 people go to mid to rotate and hold off until you actually finish that fight at home in order to rotate in to mid accordingly. Now, how do you get started with basic rotations? It's really quite simple. Look at your mini-map. The mini-map is by default at the bottom right corner. Now, I know some people starting out in PvP, not necessarily just in Guild Wars 2, but in any PvP game with a minimap, don't really look at the minimap as much. It's something you have to kind of get in your brain and learn over time, and that can actually translate to other games. So it's actually really good if you start learning that. So if you look at your minimap, it provides you with at least 3 tidbits of information. 1, where your teammates are. 2, where the objectives on the map are. And 3, if you have vision, where the enemy team is. This allows you to make good decisions on where to allocate yourself in order to give your team an advantage. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, how do I get started by looking at the minimap? I don't really look at it as much. So what are times where I can look at the minimap? Now, ideally, you glance at your minimap every few seconds if you're not in a fight, but the best way I found is to do it this way. So if you're coming out of spawn, look at your minimap. If you're finished fight on a point, look at your minimap. If you finish taking an objective, look at your minimap. See where you need to go after those 3 types of situations and where to allocate yourself. This is a good way to learn it. And that's it, really. It's not that hard. It's really not. It's super simple. And hopefully you guys start to learn that. And in addition to that, you can actually learn, like, okay, so I know this person isn't going to do that well versus this person in 1v1, so I'll come help this person if no one else will, and things like that. So it really helps you to allocate yourself, and ideally teammates allocate themselves properly across the map so that you can win more games. Now, this should honestly help you if you have trouble rotating, if you notice you've been out rotating or over rotating in that sense. So hopefully this helps you out, or you can share this with a friend if you notice that they've been doing it. Anyway guys, this is Manage. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, I appreciate thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumb down, I have you. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.